Hi, this is Ed Duclos, South Windsor High School Tech Content Coach. We're going to talk today a little bit about Doctopus and Goobric. We have a lot of people that are using these tools now to give feedback on student work and also to grade assignments. Basically, if you use rubrics, it's definitely something you should look into. Our basic video and how-to is you're going to go to our regular website, Technology Integration, click underneath my mug on Technology Coach, and you're going to get the basic how-to under inside the toolbox, and you can see the Doctopus and Goobric is the first one. But today what we're going to do is we're going to look quickly at something a little bit different. Typical rubric is a 4, 3, 2, 1 with the variations. I'm not a big fan of that. I switched to scoring guides about 6-7 years ago. So I wanted to see if a scoring guide could be used with Doctopus and Goobric, and the short answer is yes, it can. So take a look at something that I typically do. This is a scoring guide for a yearbook spread. So once the yearbook spread, a staffer has finished the spread, she'll go in and self-evaluate. So you can see how this is set up on a Google Doc, and self-evaluation, like for instance, a headline is worth up to 5 points, the write-up or the feature story is up to 15 points, etc. And you can see how this is set up. Now what I do with this assignment is I send this self-evaluation document out through Google Classroom, creating a copy for each student. Now the staffer goes ahead and completes the self-evaluation and then turns it back in through Google Classroom. That's when I get going. First of all, I needed to take this self-evaluation, which is in a Google Doc, and I needed to turn it into a sheet, okay, a spreadsheet. And here's how I did it. I just copied and pasted in, so you can see the headline. It's worth 5 points, up to 5 points. And here's the descriptor. It fits the story of the page, connects with theme, is creative, captures readers' attention. And then all the way through with all the different criteria that we use. Now at this point, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go and open up a blank sheet like you normally would for Doctopus and Goobric. And once that's open, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to title that And so I've titled that yearbook spread. And at this point then I'm going to go to my add-ons, and I am going to Doctopus, and I'm going to launch Doctopus. I'm going to take you through all the normal steps of Doctopus and Goobric, which for those of you that are familiar with it, you know how well it works with rubrics. And here again is the scoring guide. So I think it's really key that we're using Google Classroom to push everything out. This works beautifully with it. I'm going to select the class and just take one at a time. So I'm going to take the yearbook, one, and then I'm going to select the assignment that I want to post this, attach this to. So we're going to go back up here and we're going to go self-evaluation of yearbook spread. And then it's going to go ahead and it's going to pull all those assignments up. Once it's pulled all the assignments up, I'm going to click on Ingest Assignment. And you can see at this point it's pulled in all the assignments, and it also has the link to the document itself. This is when I'm going to go ahead and attach Goobric. And as always, what it does, it pulls up anything that it can see as a rubric. That's why I put rubric into the title. And then I do everything. Let's see, I don't want to allow self-peer assessment at this point. I'm not concerned about emailing them because they're going to get this back through Google Classroom, and we attach the rubric. So a couple things to keep in mind here. I sent out through Google Classroom a Google Doc. The rubric itself, scoring guide in this case, was on a spreadsheet, and we're ready to go, and you can see how now it's created a Goobric link as well as the original link. So now here we're just going to go through and assess some of the student work. What you're going to see now is as it gets pulled up, you're going to see the student's self-evaluation right here. Everything just as she turned it in on Classroom. And then what you're going to see that's set up for me is, like I said, headline was worth up to 5, and there's a box right next to it. So all the point values are right next to it as well as a descriptor underneath. So we'll go through at this point and we'll just give point values. And each time it comes up, you can see that I can see exactly what the descriptor is, etc. So once I'm done and I've gone through all the criteria, then I just come over here. I have a couple options, as you already know. I can leave a voice, an audio comment here. I can type in any more comments here. She did an outstanding job, so we'll just say excellent. And then we will submit the score at this point. Typically what we would do was we would auto advance on each submit. I'm not going to do that on this because I just want to show you, for those who haven't used this tool before, what happens. So we're going to submit that. And what it's doing right now is it's going to go ahead and attach it to the bottom of her self-evaluation. So we come down here, there's hers, and there's my evaluation right there. Just went right in nice and neat. There's also my comment that I added. The other thing is the audio. If I did have an audio comment, it would have a little speaker right here, and the student would be able to click on that. And we'd be ready to move on to the next student. Again, I would just auto advance and it'd be nice, neat, and organized. Let's see where it goes. So remember that blank document here. Well, that was the blank document that I originally had. It then pulled in all the information and created that sheet. Just take a look down below, and it's also now creating a third sheet for me as well, and the rubric scores. So when I find the student right here, I can come over here and I can see everything, and it's all totaled right there. Well, it's not exactly totaled. So once I get all of this done, I have all of my students done, I would go over here, I would put in a totals comment, we'll get it right, total column. And then what I would do is I would click on that box where I want them all. And again, I would wait to the end, but I'll just show you how it works. I come to this function key, come down to sum, and leave that there. And then I would come back here, and I would highlight all these boxes, oops, right up to here. And then I would hit enter. And what you see is she did extremely well, obviously, but all the totals would be run right there. So I think this is a wonderful tool. We're seeing how it works with rubrics, but hopefully now you can see the possibilities for scoring guides. Hope this has been helpful. Have yourself a fantastic day.